Hello, hello, hello. How are you? All right. So today, this for math, we are going to look at our little household challenge here. Okay. Um, now, looking at your answers, and maybe you saw my comment. You guys struggled with it just a little bit. From the answers here, nobody actually got the right one. Um, so we got to think like this is what we're trying to find is the average number of people that live in your house. Okay. Um, so if you see here, like there's three people that put 10. So out of 20, 3 out of 20 is 10. We're not going to have an answer that's anywhere near 10. Um, yeah, it was only 15%. So it's not going to be anywhere near 10. Um, I'm not sure exactly how you got that. I didn't really take the time to figure out what you did wrong, but I'm going to walk you through how to do this correctly. Okay. Um, so here, it's not actually showing you how many votes are here. Like when I looked at it on my phone, it did show the actual number. Um, but here it's not for some reason. But that's okay. We can totally figure out because you are all masters of the percentage. And I know you're masters because I taught you percentages, and you're welcome. Anyway, so when we have 20, basically when we have 20, it says we got 20 total votes. Okay. Um, that means that when we see 5%, that's actually going to be one vote. Okay. One vote is 5% of 20. Or sorry, one is 5% of 20. So basically what we need to do is we need to figure out how many votes are here, okay? And then each vote is going to be that value of people. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. All right, so we have one vote here. So basically you can just divide each of these by 5, each of these percents by 5, and that's gonna give you the number of votes. I've never done this before, but let's try this. All right, so this would be 1. 30 divided by 5 is going to be 6 votes. 25 divided by 5 is going to be 5 votes. This is 1 vote. This is 1 vote. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So this is 2 votes. 0 votes. 15 divided by 5 is 3. All right. So that's trippy. All right. I'm gonna leave off the other because I don't know what other could be 2, other could be 11, other could be 13, other could be 57. I don't know. The way I've been every time I go to Carrefour and I see these shopping carts filled with food, I think maybe there are some households with like over 30 people in them. Otherwise, they're probably throwing out a lot of food unless they have a giant walk-in freezer. Anyway, so if we were to make a list of all the votes, so we're not just counting like 3 plus 4 plus 5, and we're also not just going to count like 1 plus 6 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, we need to multiply the number in the household by the number of votes. So if we were to have like a big list of all the values, okay, that's what we need to think here before we add it up. So 3 times 1, that means we have 1 in this data group. We have 1, 3. Okay, and we have 6 people have 4. That means we need 6 4s, which means I would draw out 6 4s. I'm not going to do that because I'm using the mouse and it's going to take super long. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add all 6 of those 4s up. Okay. And basically I'm just going to do 6 times 4, which is 24. We would have 5 5s. I would write 5 out 5 times. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to multiply it, and we're going to get 25 but of course. All right, 1, 6 is obviously 6. 1, 7 is obviously 7. 2, 8, that's going to be 16. I was debating whether or not just to write out the 2 8s, but I don't want to confuse us. 0 9s and 3 10s, which of course is going to be 30. And like I said before, we're just going to leave out the other, okay? So now what we can do, now we're going to add all of these up. 3 plus 24 plus 25 plus 6 plus 7 plus 16 plus 30. When we add all of these up, we get 111. So now we have found the sum of the data group. We added everything in the data group up together, and now we divide it by the number of samples. Now you might be tempted to divide it by 20, but that's not it, because it would be, except we're going to leave this out. We have 20 total votes, okay? But remember, we're not counting the other because we don't know what that is. That would be like having a variable, and we're not going to try to solve for the variable at this point. That's going to be way too complicated. So that means we have 19, which means we would have 111 divided by 19. And this is going to get, I'm not going to put it all in, like just do the whole thing because I don't like writing with the mouse. So I'll just tell you it is going to be 5 point, I can really get a point, there we go, 5.84, okay, or just 5.8, which means the average, so the average amount of people living in your house, your guys' houses, is 5.8, all right? Don't ask me how you get 0.8 of a person. Horrible car accidents. And that is how you do it. I hope you enjoyed that. Today for homework, we're going to do a bit more average practice, but I've given it to you in a couple different, ways. So we have, it's all the same. Okay, so now we have tables. You need to add up all of these, divide by the number. You guys know how to do this. And then here, okay? So this one's going to be a little bit tricky because you will have to figure out, okay, so this is, this value is 3. We have 1, 3. This is 4, 1, 4. This will be 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5s. So this would count as 35. 7 times 5, all right? And same with this, okay? So that is how you do the homework. We're going to do a little bit of practice. I think tomorrow we might have a little bit of an average quiz, all right? Just something like this. It won't count for much. It's just going to be just so I kind of see where you guys are at and give, but it will be a bit more valuable than a homework assignment. Sound good? Don't stress about this, really. It's going to be just like this. I just need to know that you guys can do averages. And you guys don't really try very hard on the homework, so that's why I'm going to make it a quiz. Cool. Well, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Have a good day. Bye-bye.